Oguntoye. We start with judicial matters where 3 defendants arraigned by the federal government before Justice Salim Ibrahim of the Federal High Court Abuja have been sentenced to life imprisonment for concealing information about the masterminds of the Oriire kidnapping in Oyo State. They are Abdurazak Umar, Yunusa Musa, and Shamsuddin Sani. They also pleaded guilty to being members of Darussalam, an affiliate of Ansaru, a proscribed terrorist organization. Senior reporter Celestina Area has more.
The first and the third defendants, Abdurazak Umar and Shamsuddin Adamu, pleaded guilty to providing training, instructions and inciting members of their WhatsApp group titled "The Oneness of Allah is a Foundation of Peace" to commit acts of terrorism. Abdurazak Umar also pleaded guilty to mining of gold at streams in Shaza area, Suleja local government of Niger State, without lawful authorization. The defendant pleaded not guilty to other charges as it affects them respectively. In the 10-count charge, the federal government is accusing the defendant of aiding and concealing the information of the masterminds of the Oriire school kidnapping. They are also accused of being members of Darussalam, an affiliate of Ansaru, a proscribed terrorist group in Nigeria. The defendant is also being charged with providing trainings and instructions of terrorists via their WhatsApp group titled "The Oneness of Allah is a Foundation of Peace." Lastly, they are accused of engaging in mining of golds at streams of Shaza area, Suleja local government area, Niger State, without lawful authorization. Before the court convicted the defendants on the charges they have pleaded guilty to, the prosecution called a witness, an investigator with the DSS, to review the facts of the case. The witness narrated how the defendants voluntarily gave their statements and confessed to the charges for which they have pleaded guilty. The investigation report by the DSS forwarded to the Attorney General of the Federation and the Minister of Justice and admitted as exhibits by the court. Following the admission of guilt, the lead counsel of the defendant, A.A. Shetima, pleaded passionately with the judge to be lenient with his clients. He told Justice Ibrahim that they were first-time offenders with aged parents and wives and children who depend on them for means of livelihood, adding that they did not participate in the abduction of the school children but only concealed information. His plea for leniency was, however, countered by the Director of Public Prosecution of the Federation, Rotimi Oyedipo, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, who argued that the abduction would have been prevented if they had volunteered information before the crime was committed. Mr. Oyedipo urged the court to invoke maximum punishment of life imprisonment to send a signal to bandits in the forest that criminality has consequences, adding that gallant officers were lost during the rescue operation of the abducted children and teachers. Justice Salim Ibrahim, in his judgment, agreed with the DPP and sentenced them to life imprisonment. The matter was adjourned until 15 September 2026 for trial on the remaining charges.
The sentencing that my Lord opposed today clearly demonstrates the commitment of the judiciary to the fight against terrorism, to show that in our jurisdiction, crime has no place to stay. And your lordship, the court rather, had them pronounced today by giving them life sentence in respect of count 6. And also the first defendant has now been sentenced to life imprisonment in respect of the remaining count 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And we are still using this opportunity to encourage our people that when you see something, you say something.
Pupils and teachers were abducted from a school in Oriire local government area of Oyo State and spent 56 days in captivity before being rescued. 2 teachers were reportedly killed in captivity. Celestina Area, TVC News, Abuja.